Mesdames et Messieurs, Damen und Herren, it is my esteemed honor to introduce to you, and I do not think I'm overstating this, the finest, funniest, kindest group of human beings working in television today. They have been my dearest friends and family for the last 7 years, starting with our executive producer going through the cast, Mr. Chris. I'm the hippest dude I know, Henzy. Come on out, Chris. Miss Kirsten, don't call me Kristen Nelson. Kelly, do I really have to put makeup on for this? Go, Jack. Heels look badass. Lawson. Steve, if you ask me how tall I am, I will punch you in the throat, Franks. Our Jamaican Prince. Did you know I'm a dancer? Here, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! And number one on our call sheet, number one in our hearts. James, man, you know I make 3/4 of my lines up on the spot. Rocky! We're going to do things a little different this year. We're trying to make it a little more casual, a little more informal. How many of you have been to one of these crazy things before? We got plenty of veterans. There's hopefully going to be some virgins in the crowd. We're going to loosen this up because once you go 100 episodes, you never go back. You know what I'm saying? That guy knows what I'm saying right there. So, one of the things they said is we want to loosen this up a little bit. And I know the thing that loosens me up after a long day of working on the set is a nice, cool can of pineapple juice. That is tart, yet sweet, and surprisingly refreshing. Here you go, pass those down if anybody wants one of those ones. That'd be great. So now, let's see where we're at here. I've got all my very fancy notes. So this is it. This is us. Us here together with you guys because you are the reason that we are here. And so thank you. And if you are out there on the social media, by the way, Dule, what is your official self-imposed title? Do you remember what that was?
I cannot remember what the name of it is now. It was. Well, The Dark Knight is my new one. That just started today. It's the Senior Vice President of On-Set Social Media, something, you know.
And tweeting, anyway, if you're out there tweeting today, remember to hit the hashtag, I don't know what the hell. To me, it was a number sign, but apparently the kids call it a hashtag now. It's hashtag Psych SDCC. So there's many of us are on the Twitter up here. But, hey. Who would like to see what we've got in store for you in season 7? We're already 8 episodes in, so let's roll that teaser tape, shall we? So we're gonna hurry up and get to your questions because this is about you. Again, you are the reason we are here. You have created 2.4 million Facebook fans on the Psych. You've made us the Facebook thingamajiggy. You made us the #1 tweeter show on USA. We've got over 100,000 viewers. We've got like 175 million followers. So wait, who's on the Twitter? I know I'm on the Twitter. Dulay's on the Twitter. Maggie's on the Twitter. Kirsten's on the Twitter. Corbin's on the Twitter.
Sucking.
Guys, I would like to say it's really nice to be up here with you guys. It's been 7 years, over 100 episodes. We've got lots of time for questions from you, but we've also got some questions for each other that I asked the gang to provide. Questions, we've worked together for 7 years. We don't quite know everything about each other, though practically we do. Some things we wish we didn't know. But we have a very good time. We take a lot of pictures on the set, so I put together a little slideshow of some of our best sort of candid moments. Would you like to roll that?
Tim, you look very handsome. I just have to say.
Dulay took a shot. It's a great shot. That's the first episode that James wrote. There's James. I think it's his first time directing with Marco, our camera operator. We love him.
Marco Ciccone.
Marco Ciccone. He's good. That's a handsome. That's the 100th party. Let's go to the next one. It's funny. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Yeah, it's not cocaine. And let's go this. Oh, there's Dulay's singing. I like you.
I can sleep anywhere.
That's cute.
I told you. Some bitch.
Oh, there was one more. I got one more on the plane yesterday, but you were sleeping. Anyway, just a couple of my favorite pictures. So let's get right to our questions. James, this is from your cast. What does the phrase "shafts of light" mean, and is there a woodland creature involved? It's a two-part question. I'll get to the next part in a moment. Shafts of light.
Shafts of Light, I believe, is a reference to the 49 to 57-minute drive I subjected everyone to during our first episode so that we could shoot in a forest that, when we scouted it, looked enchanted and beautiful because of the shafts of light that were coming through the trees. I believe it's where Twilight has shot a bunch of their stuff as well. And then, when we showed up to actually start shooting, it was torrential rain, overcast skies,
And mud. And more torrential rain.
and none of those shafts.
So the second part of the question is, you wrote the episode, you know we were going to be up there in the spring, you decided to put it outside the woods. Was it your way of saying to your fellow castmates, hey everybody, welcome to season 7, now suck it!
That's exactly.
Yeah. That's what we thought it was. Maggie, what's your favorite part about working with me?
What's your favorite?
Favorite part about working with me?
Who wrote that question, Tim?
Wow, I have to pick one.
Okay. You'll get your $5 later.
I would have to say that one of many of my favorite things about working with you is the fact that before each take, since season 1, day 1, take 1, scene 1, we have said, "What are you gonna do, Tim?" And Tim will reply, "I'm gonna act the shit out of this, Maggie." Or Tim will ask me,
What are you going to do, Maggie?
"I'm gonna act the shit out of this, Tim."
Because that's what we do for you people. We can go half fast. We do not. Kirsten, if you had to make out with any actor on the show, for acting purposes, I did not write this question. Who would it be?
Maggie Lawson.
I'd pay to watch that.
We know.
Dirty.
I think it says, be aware that many of members of our audience are under, so keep it clean.
You're the one who said you'd make up in that.
I did.
Anyone can answer this. Why is it that whenever Maggie and James see any type of dog, their voices go up 5 octaves and they start talking like they're 3 years old?
What do you mean, Jim? What are you talking about?
No, really, this is how it'll go. They're like, yeah, man, so you know, Delay, I was there just saying, oh my gosh!
True dog lovers understand what that's like.
Chris and Kelly, you can each answer this. What is your favorite part about this entire silly television show process? What is it that when you wake up in the morning and you get to go do something, you're actually excited and it's your favorite part?
I love working with this guy, Steve Franks, because he has the most incredibly excited, enthusiastic love for what he does, that it's infectious, and it makes every day an adventure and every day fun, and I'm just the luckiest girl in the world.
See, we're not just full of BS up here. There's a little heart involved.
It's almost as if she was looking for a raise. It's true. Me, at the end of the day, we all get to sit around and giggle at what these guys are doing up there and what our writers are writing down here and what we're editing together. I can't imagine doing it, on a drama, although I'm sure we will. But it's so much fun to just giggle at the end of the day.
Steve, what is your least favorite part about this entire process?
Gosh, I was gonna say working with Kelly, but gosh, now I feel like a jerk for saying that. No, everybody up here kind of knows I'm a little bit crazy with the positivity, and if there is a least favorite part, I'm totally blocking it out of my mind because this job is the most fun I'll ever have, and that includes working at Disneyland, guys. I think maybe it requires a lot of time. But I love every second of it, especially listening to you, Tim, because you're a genius today.
Good answer. Yes. Corbin, what's your least favorite scene to have shot on Psych?
The least favorite scene to have shot. Well, I suppose getting shot. I don't know if I have a job.
Do it. Maggie, what was your, not to be negative, what was your very worst audition?
What was my very worst?
Worst audition?
Ever?
Ever.
Which one?
Like the one that damn near broke it for you. You were ready to pack up and go back to Kentucky.
I think I was 19, and I went in for a single mother who was 30-ish, and I put on a suit, kind of how I felt when I started Psych, when I felt like I was dressing up in my mom's suit a little bit, and I went in and I tried to make my voice sound older, and I tried to do all of these things, and it was horrific. And I actually did pack up and go home to Kentucky for a little while after that. Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't get the job, because that would have been terrible.
Right? That would have been awkward.
James and Dulé, can you sing the Boom from the Bottom song for me? Can you sing the Boom from the Bottom song?
It goes, boom, from the bottom, bottom, boom, from the bottom, boom, from the bottom, bottom, boom. Johnny Lava on top, boom, from the bottom, bottom, boom. Johnny Lava on top, boom, from the bottom, bottom, boom, from the bottom, girl, 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 from the bottom.
Can you explain what the hell that
a lot of times he booms from the top. Then every once in a while, Carmen, who's also his girlfriend, will say, no, Johnny, boom from the bottom this time, boom from the bottom. Boom from the bottom, boom from the bottom. There's a whole bunch of songs. We also have the other one. What's the other one? When we have our last shot, and we'll get ready to say, after this shot, we are out of here, we are out of here, what? We are out of here, till we are out of here. But before we go one time, we just have to boom from the bottom.
All right, that's most of what we've got for each other. It's time to get to your questions. So somewhere out there's a person with the microphone, and there's one or two people who has a question. I don't know where they are, but they do.
Oh, wow.
All right, okay, let's bring the first one up, shall we? Congratulations! You're the first person.
I like your shades.
Yeah.
I have a question for Jeff Wachtel.
Nice. Which, by the way, if you don't know Jeff Wachtel, he's, and how could you not? He's a handsome man. He's a kind man. He's also the co-president of the USA Network. The co-head, I have to have this written down.
Has been partially written. We're going to shoot it in October, and this actually might be a little bit of a scoop, but it's going to be a 2-hour musical movie. I don't know, should I? Does anybody want to hear any of it? I know we do. There's a town on the coast on the path of Father Sarah, wealthy white guys in boats called the U.S. Riviera, with a dark, dirty secret that's soon to be unfurled. It's the murder capital of the world. Interrupted all the way through.
I don't know why we can't take that to Broadway.
By the way, let me just say this right now. There's like a Toxic Avenger musical. There's a musical for everything. So if there are any Broadway producers in the audience today, and the musical that I write doesn't turn out to be total and complete crap, I would love it if we could take this to Broadway at some point. Person that I would want involved with me doing it is Kelly Kolchak, who's the most wonderful woman I've ever met in my life. Let's hear it for Kelly Kolchak.
Hello, my dear.
But he is dating it too, though, so I mean, come on. I would say Tim. Tim can sing the best.
I think James is the best singer.
But okay, real quick though. Excuse me, Roddy. Please take it off. Take that jacket off, you got some ease on it, some cheese on it. You got some ease on it, some cheese on it.
So everyone is quite good at their own sort of thing. Corbin from Ryan, what other career do you think Henry would be good at if he had not gone into law enforcement?
Assassin?
What would his weapon of choice be?
What's that?
What would his weapon of choice be? What would his favorite method be?
Henry, you see the deep dark part of Henry, I mean. You know, see, Henry's actually kind of a peaceful guy. What would Henry like? I think he'd like, see, we don't know this, but I think Henry's weapon of choice might be like a pie.
So he'd get it close. His weapon would be close.
He'd be a pie assassin.
Hello, I like your shirt. It's quite blue.
I like your face.
Thanks. It's right here.
So a lot of musical questions. Singer myself. When working with Tim Curry in American Duos, what was your favorite part of that episode?
Working with Tim Curry. And then I guess the little dress up game that we got to play at the end, and paying homage to both Tears for Fears and Michael Jackson with one song.
And John Landis directed. I mean, John Landis directing us as Tears for Fears and Michael Jackson with Tim Curry tearing us down was incredible.
An embarrassment of riches.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey.
Dude, where'd you get those glasses? Those are sweet.
I don't know. I picked them up at the store. Pretty cheap. Anyway, question is, are you guys gonna have another character on the show, like the criminal profiler or the Yin Yang Killer, last more than one episode?
Well, actually, I was about to ask from Robert, James, will Yang be back in season 7?
Will Yang be back this season? I feel like it could go either way, but I'm certainly not going to say no, because she's still alive.
James Roday will be running for office next year.
Hi, I was wondering if any of you have ever geeked out over another celebrity and made a fool of yourself.
Can I answer that? Over Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie came to a show I was doing, and I said, Mr. Richie, Jesus' Love is one of my favorite songs of all times. Can you please sing something for me? And he said, Father. And I just geeked out. I was like, oh my God. Big fan of Lionel Richie.
Kelly, who have you geeked out over the biggest participant on our show?
I think the question is, who haven't I geeked out over?
Because you, my friend, are a massive dork.
I'm saying William Shatner. I totally. A little speechless, got a little gooey. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Maggie, who was your like, I think on our show. So.
Is it weird if I say William Shatner too? Yeah, right? You should listen to Kelly and I in the DVD commentary, which we just did not that long ago about Shatner. Yeah. We're like, oh my God.
It was like he was a little dog. Oh my God, it was
Chris, you like to play everything close to the vest. Who is the one person you had coming up?
Sarah Shahi. Sarah Shahi.
Okay, there you go. That was fast. You said that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kirsten?
That I geeked out on? Are we still on that one? Well, Tim Curry is still up there. Because it was very difficult not to be like, yeah. You know, I didn't want to sing with him, but I just wanted him to just speak British. And he does. But I think he's up there in my, my top 5. Yeah.
Corbin?
Well, from a lying out flat, half-dead position, Jeffrey Tambor, who will appear this year.
That's interesting you mentioned Jeffrey. Who does Mr. Tambor play? We can say this, right? There's a reason we can't say this. Well, which is part of another question. Maggie.
Are we moving on then?
Yeah. He's not done.
Maggie, we've met so many of your extended family. Who's Jeffrey play?
He plays my stepdad. I have the 2 coolest dads ever. And a pretty dope brother as well.
He was handsome.
Yes, he was.
Steve, who was your biggest geek moment?
Oh my God, I think I do geek out with everybody. Malcolm McDowell was huge.
Right.
I think the worst one might have been, and I don't know if anybody will appreciate this, but when John Rhys Davies came on the show for me. That was really exciting. But I think that the biggest one was when I first met Tim Amundsen.
All right, one last question, and then we're going to do some other things. Hey, I loved your film. You're really gay.
Okay, so I love Kurt Smith, and I was wondering if you could please share a funny filming story when he came back to film for the new season.
Good Kurt Smith story. Well, I don't know if this is like laugh out loud, ha ha funny, but it's a this is how cool Kurt Smith is story. He knew that there are several members of our crew who play guitar, and during one of our sort of setups when we had more than 10 minutes, he pulled out a guitar, and we had all those guys come with their guitars, and he offered them to sort of sit in and jam to like 3 Tears for Fears songs, and we got to watch our crew just totally geek out and play guitar with Kurt Smith and sing along. It was pretty fantastic.
That's what we get to do at work. Stupid. All right, who wants to play a game?